Just 2 days ago, a CNN staffer was charged with enticing women and their underage daughters to engage in sexual activity on December 20th, on December 10th of 2021. Today, December 12th, 2021. This is Truth.spasm.media. And here we go again, folks. Just another situation where we have these Maoshevik Media agents and their cohorts doing exactly what they accuse others of doing. They report against others, and they are the ones clearly that are pushing the agenda. And I'm not saying just CNN, I'm referring to all of legacy media. Maoshevik Media is not limited to CNN. CNN just happened to be some of the worst offenders. A CNN employee was charged Friday on 3 counts that he used a facility of interstate commerce to abuse underage girls. Officials said a grand jury in Vermont indicted 44-year-old Stamford, Connecticut resident John Griffin of attempting to entice the girls to engage in sexual activity. He appeared in New Haven federal court via Zoom, where Judge Robert Spector said he would file an order requesting his transfer to Connecticut. This after Chris Cuomo tried to help his brother, Andrew Cuomo, in a sex scandal that spans back, at least a decade? These are the people that are trying to give you moral high ground positions, to give you virtual signaling messaging. These are the people that are trying to tell you that you're being bad, that you're doing the wrong thing by not listening to them. According to the indictment, from April to July 2020, Griffin utilized the messaging applications Kik and Google Hangouts. I mean, anyone who uses Kik and Google Hangouts is usually not 44 years old and probably going to be looking for children if they are. To communicate with people purporting to be parents of minors' daughters, conveying to them, among other ideas, that a woman is a woman regardless of her age. Wow. Sounds like a very Maoshevik thing to say. Sounds like something a person with no morals might say. Someone who's demoralized themselves and just kind of going along. It sounds very godless, to be quite honest, to have no rules, but then to try to project all kinds of dictatorial rules and authoritarian rules over other people. And that women should be sexually subservient and inferior to men. Now, how ironic is this? I don't want to call these people liberals. I think that's a bad way to frame these things, because I think it actually does offend good liberals. I don't even like saying the left, but these people who have these, what we could say, commie behaviors, socialist type behaviors, these people who have these like neo-Bolshevik type behaviors, that's why I call them Maosheviks. They tend to be the people that they talk out of both sides of their mouth, and they'll talk really tough to people that they think that they can push around and bully and mentally and psychologically manipulate. But then when it comes to people who will put them in their place, they tend to just try to gaslight away, because that's all they really have. The statement added, on these communication platforms, Griffin sought to persuade parents to allow him to train their daughters to be sexually submissive. Like, who is this person? Who is this guy? Who does that? In June of 2020, Griffin advised a mother of 9 and 13-year-old daughters that the mother's responsibility was to see that her older daughter was, quote-unquote, trained properly. Griffin later transferred over $3,000 to the mother for plane tickets so the mother and her 9-year-old daughter could fly from Nevada to Boston's Logan Airport. The mother and child flew to Boston. Who is this mother? Why would she even do this? In July of 2020, where Griffin picked them up in his Tesla and drove them to his Ludlow house. at the house the daughter was directed to engage in and did engage in unlawful sexual activity. This is disgusting. This is disgusting. CNN, these are CNN's people, and they're going to try to spin this however they can. They're going to bury it, is really what is likely going to happen. CNN spokesperson says, "We take the charges against Mr. Griffin incredibly seriously. We only learned of his arrest this afternoon and have suspended him pending investigation." Yeah. So that's what it takes to suspend someone at CNN. And they haven't even fired him. They're just waiting. Oh, they're waiting for the investigation. I mean, fair is fair. It's an investigation. But what did they do? They brought back the guy who was caught masturbating on the Zoom camera. I mean, who are we? Who are you listening to for your media? And this is CNN, so you could pretend that all these other Maoshevik media, legacy media people are better, but it doesn't get much different. This has been going on for a long time. These people are agents of the subversion. They are not moral people. They are people that are hired by wealthy people to perpetuate and propagate the subversion. These are agents of propaganda. Everyone, thanks for joining us. Stay strong and always keep fighting, my warriors. We will get to a better place